I've already had a look around this 2000 Polo 6N, but I kind of wanted to dive into it a little bit further because out of all the cars we've had, I think this one is the perfect example of what Craptical Classics is all about. The way this car presents now is exactly the way it would have presented in the early 2000s as a nearly new car. This is like going to a Volkswagen dealership in 2004 and checking out a 4-year-old approved, used, one careful lady owner Volkswagen Polo with 76,000 miles on the clock. And it tricks your brain into forgetting that it's 2026. You feel like it's 2004 all over again. The inside's exactly the same, apart from that upgraded cassette MP3 player, which to be honest is convincing enough that it looks like it's been here since it was new anyway. The interior of this car presents exactly like it would have done when it was just a few years old. The seats are not ripped, they're not torn, they're not stained, they're still comfy, they haven't collapsed, the carpets are still good, there's no obvious peeling on the dash, there's not that many scratches on the doors. It feels like a car that's only 3 or 4 years old. If this car was a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or some piece of 2000s exotica, I think it would hit different, because you don't really, well, most of us anyway, don't really have a lived reference point for a car like that. Something like this Polo though, we've got loads of reference points for stuff like this. This could be your first car, it could have been your nan's car, your mum could have had one. You'll have a few reference points in your brain that take you back to a certain time and a certain way you felt, a certain song that was on the radio when you were in this car. And that's something quite special. There is no other business model out there, none, that could justify the investment that we've put into this Polo. And specifically this Polo, because this is not a fancy Polo. This is a 1 litre base spec VW Polo 6N. It's a late one, so it's got aircon and electric windows, but this is not a desirable car. This is scrap in 2026. It has no value, and there's actually something really lovely about being able to bring back to life something that would otherwise be put in a scrap heap. Because why would anyone invest this much money in a little scrappy 1 litre Polo? I mean, when this arrived, it had terrible paintwork. That alone would have put it in a scrap heap, right? So it's quite special, actually, to be able to justify bringing